The first flurries of winter had blanketed the ground, transforming the world into a monochrome wonderland. My dog, Max, was ecstatic, bounding through the snow with an infectious energy that tugged me along for a walk. But as we trekked deeper into the woods, the playful barks ceased, and a leash slipped from my hand. I called for him, my voice echoing into the silence, but the only response was the whisper of the wind through the barren trees. Max's footprints were the only guide, a trail of tiny depressions leading me further into the forest, until they stopped at the edge of a clearing, right in an open grave. A chill that had nothing to do with the biting cold crept down my spine. The grave was disturbingly fresh, the soil still loose and dark against the white snow. It was too perfectly rectangular, too deliberate in its presence amidst the wilderness. I hesitated, scanning the area for any sign of Max, but there was nothing. Just the yawning hole in the earth and the oppressive quiet of the forest. I was about to turn back, to retrace my steps and escape this eerie scene, when I noticed something partially buried at the edge of the grave, a collar. Max's collar. My heart pounded in my chest as I crouched to retrieve it, my mind racing with questions and dread. How could this be? I hadn't heard any struggle or seen any other tracks. Panic surged through me, and I staggered back, desperate to leave. As I spun around, determined to flee, the ground beneath me shifted. The snow gave way, revealing another hidden depression, and I stumbled, catching myself on the edge of the grave. My hands met the cold, damp soil, and as I pushed myself up, my fingers brushed against something firm, something cloth-like, buried just beneath the surface. With trembling hands, I clawed at the earth, uncovering a piece of fabric that was all too familiar. It was part of the sweater I had dressed Max in that morning. I was frozen, the realization dawning with a horrifying clarity. There was no other conclusion to be drawn. Max hadn't just run off, and he hadn't been taken by some unseen predator. Whatever had happened, it had happened here, and it wasn't finished. As the shadows of the forest deepened, I felt the undeniable presence of eyes watching from the darkness, waiting for me to make the next move.